speaking of great things and awesome events, coming up on 4th of July, the 4th of July we're going to have, and the 5th of July, listen to this, we're going to have all-star games, the Maybelline Women's Lacrosse League, and they are going to be in town on July 4th for their all-star game. And festivities will begin Friday, July 4th at 5:30 Central with an All-Stars competition followed by the WLL All-Star game at 7 o'clock and a fireworks show after the game, which will be awesome. And then the PLL All-Star game will be held Saturday, July 5th at 12:30 Central. And right now we have two All-Stars who will be competing in the game on July 4th, WLL All-Stars. And we have Ali Mastriani and Emily Harrischuk with us. Close, right?
Yeah,
good names.
All right.
You got them.
Okay, there we go. So that and thank you first of all so much for stopping by the studio. We appreciate it. And so first, let's start. Emily, just tell me a little bit about the opportunity to play the All-Star game at this awesome new stadium here in Kansas City, and what fans should expect if they want to come out and spend their 4th of July taking part in a really awesome event.
Yeah, we could not be more excited to be here in Kansas City. We couldn't be more excited to be here with you today. We're really looking forward to playing 4th of July. You'll see a lot of familiar faces that you saw at the WLL Champ Series, which kicked off back in February, and you'll also see some new NCAA college players, recent graduates, and also some national team members who you may not have seen in February, but they're the best in the world, and you're going to see some top-notch premier lacrosse.
And I know that you've had a chance to see the stadium, and you're going to go to the match tonight. What do you think of this venue right there on the river? And we're talking about 4th of July and fireworks. That's going to be kind of awesome, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be epic. I mean, what better way to spend 4th of July? You get world-class talent, best players in the world putting on a show, ending with some fireworks over the river. I don't think it gets much better than that.
You know, it's been really cool because, like, lacrosse is exploding as a sport, and more high schools in the Kansas City area on both sides of the state line are developing programs, and it's been really cool to watch. I have a friend that her son plays at a high school in the Northland where I live, and it's been fun to watch how this is getting more and more popular. And so, and now expanding into Kansas City, and you have a chance to grow your sport in this market. Emily, tell me a little bit about that, and how important that is to be able to go and plant your flag in a city like Kansas City, which is an awesome sports town.
It's awesome, and I think the opportunity to be here and to continue to grow the sport. We had the opportunity last night to visit the KCLC Lacrosse Club, and I got to tell you, the girls were awesome. It was really inspiring to see them out there. I know that the sport is growing, but these girls are out here and they're performing really well.
Natalie, if people out there want to know more about lacrosse and are thinking, you know what, 4th of July, I want to do something different. Let's go as a family. Let's go watch this all-star game and enjoy the fireworks. What would you tell them if you're trying to get someone off the fence and tell them why they should come out and watch this event?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think head to our socials at WLL. There's some amazing talent showcased there. I can get tickets at plltickets.com. And I just think you're going to see some amazing athletes, whether you've seen lacrosse or not. It is one of the prettiest sports on 2 feet. It's one of the fastest growing sports on 2 feet. It really showcases some amazing athleticism and skill. And there's so many different types of players and types of talent. And everyone's skills are going to be showcased at the highest level.
So, for the people you visited with last night, you've got the lacrosse players and the fans. They're going to be there. They're excited. Mm-hmm. And so maybe tell us a little bit more about the sport for the casual fan or someone that hasn't been exposed to lacrosse, why it's exploding the way it is and it's getting more and more popular every day.
Yeah, just like how Ali said, it's the fastest sport on 2 feet. There's a lot of finesse with it, playing with a stick and a ball, and the ball is moving quite fast. We play at a very high pace, and you're going to see, especially 4th of July in our All-Star game, a lot of goals scored. You'll see some great defense, lockdown defense, but you'll also see some of the best scorers in the world put the ball in the back of the net in a way where it's stunning to watch. Mm-hmm.
For someone that doesn't really know, I mean, I'll just throw a couple out there. Who has the better program, Syracuse or North Carolina?
Go Orange.
Oh, go Heels all the way.
See, because I just pick those at random. But is there Like because we love college sports in Kansas City, by the way. So we always want to know where someone played or whatever else. SEC, Big 12, crosses paths here. Tell me about playing in high school, but then getting the opportunity to play for two great programs like Syracuse and North Carolina, and does that kind of carry over into the pros where you still have those college rivalries?
Yeah, definitely. I think just playing in the ACC, playing at the collegiate level in general, you're playing alongside so many amazing players and fighting for the opportunity to win ACC championships, NCAA championships. I was fortunate enough to win a national championship during my time at Carolina, and it was a dream come true. I grew up watching those players and always dreamed of hoisting up that trophy wearing that Carolina blue. So it's great to see how much our sport is evolving. I think this year's national championship was the most watched in history. So to have that opportunity to showcase amazing skill to all these little girls dreaming big is really cool to be a part of.
Our afternoon host is a Syracuse grad, so I'll get a hate text if I don't give you an opportunity. So pump up the Syracuse program, all right?
Well, unfortunately, Allie has a few more national championships than I do. We are still out. The Syracuse Orange is still out looking for their first one. But I'm super proud to be from upstate New York. I'm from Victor, which is an hour from Syracuse, went to Syracuse, and I think the one thing that I cherish the most about coming from a program like that is the historical roots of the game that are there. So that's something that I carry with me, and that's something where, I had the opportunity in the WLL to play alongside some former Syracuse teammates. So I think you see a lot of colleges in the WLL and a lot of crossover on the teams, but those rivalries, we're out just to play lacrosse and to compete for a championship, which is, I think, awesome.
So tell me about any rivalry between the New York Charging and the California Palms.
Oh, yeah. We got to play each other 2 times during Champ Series. They got it over us, but we'll be back. We'll get a win.
But friends away from the game, but competitors when you get out there, right?
That's right.
Very physical sport, very fun to watch, like you said. And what did you think of the actual stadium when you went to see it? I know you're going to go to the match tonight, but that's pretty cool. We're pretty proud of that, and right there on the river and everything. Just like curious what you guys thought of the venue.
Yeah, I was blown away. I think we both were. We were. We walked on the field, saw the beautiful grass, the stadium. Just seeing a stadium dedicated for women's sports, I've never seen that before. So to be a part of something like that and to meet those players and get to know them, it was pretty breathtaking, and I'm very excited for the opportunity to play there.
And it's the first one for women, specifically for women's sports. So that's a crown jewel in our city. What did you think of it?
It's really inspiring. I got goosebumps leaving, just thinking about our game that's going to be played there on July 4th. I think to have it be played in a stadium that's meant for a women's professional team, I think is amazing.
So I'll ask, because I'm sure there's a lot of parents out there listening that have daughters that play sports. I have twin 16-year-old girls. One of them runs track, long jump, and loves track. The other one play basketball, softball. Now she's into tennis. And I've been researching lacrosse and looking at this in preparation for this interview. I'm like, I want my daughters to play lacrosse.
Yes.
And so what advice would you give if you got some parents out there thinking, you know what, I think I'd like my daughter or my son to pursue this sport? What would you tell them?
I know in my case, my dad gave me some really good advice, and I started late, and going to practice last night, a lot of those girls, they were also starting in 7th or 8th or 9th grade, and my dad gave me the opportunity to try it, and he said, if you love the game, never put your stick down. So I think just give your little girl an opportunity to try the game, and if she loves it, she is going to run with it, and the game will bring her so many opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also think lacrosse is a really unique sport because it kind of combines a little bit of everything. I grew up playing all different sports, and I fell in love with lacrosse because it was that combination of footwork, of hand-eye coordination, of intensity, of running. It's kind of a little bit of everything. So I definitely encourage these girls and these parents to start watching lacrosse and just kind of start learning from it, and then try some things in the backyard.
All right, so we're going to wrap things up by again reminding people that the WLL All-Star Game is going to be here in Kansas City on July 4th. All the festivities start Friday, July 4th at 5:30 with an All-Star Skills competition, followed by the WLL All-Star Game at 7 o'clock and a gigantic fireworks show. That's going to be a great way to spend 4th of July with your family. And then the PLL All-Star Game will be held Saturday, July 5th at 12:30. And so, Allie and then Emily, tell people out there listening why they should show up on July 4th and support this great sport.
Yeah, I hope to see you there on July 4th. It's going to be epic. Best players in the world are going to be putting on a show. And ending with fireworks, I mean, doesn't get much better than that on the 4th of July.
That's what I'm talking about.
We can't be more excited to be here in Kansas City. It's going to be a spectacle, but we are so excited to be part of it.
And I'm looking at it right now, PremierLacrosseLeague.com, and it shows July 4th and 5th, Kansas City, all of the events for All-Star Weekend, and you can get tickets. And see, usually when someone comes on here and talks about a big game or something, they say, you know what, there's going to be fireworks. Literally, there's going to be fireworks. You're not lying. She'll back it up. Hey, thank you so much for coming to Kansas City to promote All-Star Weekend and promote the big All-Star game at CPKC Stadium. Enjoy the match tonight, and as always, be sure to get some barbecue while you're in Kansas City. Don't skip that. All right. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, Emily. We appreciate your time. We'll be right back after this on Sports Radio 810 WHB.
Thank you.
Stephen St. John here for QC Kinetics, and let me tell you, you've heard me talking about QC Kinetics and how my wife went to QC Kinetics, and it helped her, and she was so happy with the results. And you could visit QC Kinetics as well if you have been wanting to say goodbye to that chronic pain and live your best life. They've been on the cutting edge of using regenerative medicine. They've helped tens of thousands of people get lasting joint pain relief using natural treatments that harness your body's own healing power. The truth is, regenerative medicine used to be an alternative treatment, but now it's mainstream, and QC Kinetics is the nation's leader. Their well-respected protocols include potent and powerful cellular-level treatments to revitalize and restore damaged joint tissue. They're not masking the pain. They're going after the very source of it. Learn more about this revolutionary treatment and get a free consultation. Call QC Kinetics today, 816-412-6299, located off 435 in State Line and also in Gladstone, and appointments available on Saturday as well. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299, QC Kinetics.